if you have done everything right, the targeting, the places, the messaging, everything, okay, you basically have done everything right. You target the right people, you get them from the right place, and you even create the right message for them, but you still can't turn those content into sales. You still can't turn people into buyers, and you still can't make people buy it. And you know the reason why? You know why that happens? You know why you can't turn the content into sales? It's because of this one small thing. And that is you promote too little. Okay? You promote too little. So what do I mean by that is that you talk about your offer too little in your content. So in this episode, you'll know how to promote many times without annoying your customers. Instead, they would thank you for promoting to them many times. Okay? We want them to thank you for promoting it to them, right? Even though it sounds weird that people love to get pitched, but you know what? There's a way to do that. Okay? You can promote it many times even without annoying them, right? I mean, of course we want to give value, right? Of course you want to be salesy, quote unquote salesy, right? And yeah, so in this episode, you'll discover how to do just that. Okay, so make sure to subscribe to this podcast if you haven't already. And make sure to grab my ebook at bit.ly/perfect client ebook. That's bit.ly/perfect client ebook. Okay, so let's begin. So, here are the biggest questions when it comes to content marketing. Why does the content that gets tons of likes and comments does not make more money than the one with a few likes? And why do some influencers with more than 10,000 followers are still broke while the ones with a few hundreds only make a fortune? And how come the content that is so good still cannot convince people to buy while the simplest one can? Well, today, people are obsessed with the number of followers, likes and comments whenever they put out the content. And the truth is, those things are what makes people broke. So how do these successful marketers create content that generates money? Those are the questions, and on this podcast, you'll find the answers. I'm your host, Ashraf, and you're listening to Content Marketing Hacks. Alright, welcome back to the Content Marketing Hacks podcast. My name is Ashraf. I am so glad to have you here. So, here's the story. I remember my friend who at that time is using Facebook for business. He already crushing it. Okay, he also one of my mentors, and at that time he was searching about one problem that he can solve in the Facebook marketplace. Okay, so after a lot of searching, after a lot of asking, he finally found that one problem that he believed that he could solve. So this guy created a software to solve that one particular problem, or maybe he hired someone to do so. I'm not sure, but so somehow he managed to create a product, and this product is a software. So this software, he has to sell it to these people, right? And even though he already has these people in his friends list, he has to launch it in the right way so that people would love to buy it from them, right? Even though these people have the problem, but he still cannot guarantee that his friends will buy that thing, that software, right? So after the software was finished, he launched a campaign by posting about it on his profile. So he decided to post about it for 30 days without stopping. That's right, 30 days without stopping. No matter how much the engagement is, whether it's low or high, it doesn't matter. He just want to keep posting about it. He literally said, I don't care. I just want to post about it. I really want people to see it. Okay. He just decided to post about it, and he didn't really care about what other people think. And then after 30 days, this is what he learned. This is what he learned after posting about it for 30 days straight. Okay, and he got a message from his friends list. He got people asking him, what software is that, right? So imagine posting about the same thing for 30 days straight, and then finally you get people on your friends list who may have already seen the post for 30 times and still asking you, like, dude, did you even see the other posts? Did you even read my other 30 posts for the past 30 days, right? So imagine how frustrating it is, right? You have been posting for 30 days nonstop, and then there's people that you assume that these people might already heard about it, but instead they ask you what is it about. Oh my goodness. Even though he already said it what it is about for the past 30 days, right? What he learned though from what he did at that time is that, so even if it's frustrating to him, he realized that he shouldn't be mad about it, right? He shouldn't be mad about it, because when he thinks that his posts are going to annoy people because of his constant posts, because of his constant pitching about the offer, even though he assumed that all of these posts already annoyed them, that was the time when his friends list are starting to know about the offer. So when he realized that, he didn't get mad at him. He just told the guy that, hey, yes, I'm doing this software, and that's when he closed some people. Okay, so when you start feeling bored of that post, or when you start feeling annoyed of making the same post over and over again, that is when people just started seeing your stuff. That's weird, right? So the moral of the story is you have to keep posting about it more than 10 posts, more than 10 times. Okay, if it's less than that, then it's still considered as bad. Okay, you have to keep posting for more than 10 times, and if it's more than, that's good. Okay, so, and there's a reason why you keep seeing the same ads in multiple places. Okay, you can see the same ads on YouTube, on blogs, right? There's a bunch of ads that is being put there, and you also can see the same ads on Facebook, even though the ads is a bit different than before, but it's still from the same people, right? And you can also see it on Facebook or on Instagram. You can see it in a lot of places if you are in the right marketplace that these people are targeting, right? You know why you keep seeing the same ads in multiple places? It's because these people that put these ads are targeting you to make you see it enough so that you buy it. Okay? That's literally what it is about. So, they keep annoying you. They keep putting ads in front of you so that they hope you buy it, right? So how to plan out a campaign to post something, right? You don't just want to keep posting, and like I said in the intro, that you want people to not get annoyed by your posts. So how to keep posting many times without annoying your customers, your followers, and even without sounds like a sleazy or salesy person, right? So how to do that? So when I search about this guy's post, so he is my friend and also my mentor, okay? And this guy, what he did though, first week, he did a lot of interviews, okay? He did a lot of interviews in other people's group, okay? Keep in mind, it's not that he interviewed other people, he is being interviewed in other groups, okay? So that's what he did in the first week. And then following in the second week though is that he talked about how that thing has helped him, or how that thing can help you. And then the third week is you have to talk about how it can help other people. Okay, that's when you have to do a value type post where you talk about some tips and hacks and tie it to your offer. And then the fourth week is you have to talk about it in other people's group. You don't just talk about it in your profile. Although you have to keep posting it on your profile, you also have to keep posting it in other people's groups so that you can get leads from other places, right? So you have to keep posting it. You have to plan out a campaign for this. You can't just post about it once and hoping that people would come. No, you have to keep posting it for many times. Okay. So I call this 30 days launch to make your offer sellable. Okay. I know the name doesn't sound catchy, but that's what it's about. Okay. It's a 30 days plan on how you can plan out your campaign so that you can create a content to make people buy your offer, right? And to make the promotion sound juicy, you have to tell a story around the offer. So people love stories, right? People love hearing stories, even though it's kind of the same. But if you put the stories in a different angle, people will still read it, okay? And so that's why people love seeing many types of story for one product, right? People love looking at testimonials, reading reviews, because they want to know what are the different kinds of perspective from different people, right? They want to know a different views from other people. So that's why you have to tell stories from other angles, from this perspective, right? So that's the story tips that you can use to help you sell your product, okay? So if you are running out of stories, like, or maybe you don't have one yet, so maybe you can use other people's stories and also use another angle of that same story, right? So another tip for the story is that you have to tell about you. How do you came up with that product? If you invented the product, or how do you find the product, right? You have to tell about yourself, your stories, and then tell about the analogy. Okay, what kind of analogy that people can relate to that offer. Okay, the stories about an analogy that ties back to the offer. Okay, does that make sense? So, and another story you can use is that you have to tell other people's stories, and that is if you only have other people's stories. If you already have testimonial, then that's good. You can use their stories to sell the product. Okay, if you don't have one yet, you have to tell about other people's problem that can be solved with that offer, right? So there you go. That's the story tips. Even though this episode is about how to promote many times without your customers, right? I should just told these tips in the previous episode anyway. But yeah, there you go. Okay. So moral of the story is keep posting. Do not get discouraged if the engagement is low. Okay, because usually an offer post gets lower engagement than the value type post or the lifestyle post. I don't know why, but maybe because people don't want to get pitched, or maybe people don't want to be seen as someone who wants the offer, or someone who really in a pain right now, right? I don't know. Maybe that's the reason. For me, if someone offer me something, I would just reply to the post. I would say, hey, I want it. Okay. So yeah, I don't know why people don't get enough comments when there's a offer post. So do not get discouraged. Okay. People love seeing stories, so keep telling your stories and keep posting it for 30 days in a row and tell me how the result is. Okay, I would love to see the result. And yeah, you can DM me on Instagram or Facebook. Okay, I would love to see it. So, and always remember that do not be a content creator, but be a content marketer, because that's how you make money. If you want to get people to buy your offer, no matter how much it costs, keep listening. The reason why entrepreneurs could not sell their offer is because they target the wrong customer. And even if they get it right, they still don't know how to sell it, right? So I put together an ebook. It shows you a step-by-step process on how to target the right customer, create a sales message to attract them, and get them to buy your stuff. Amazing, right? So if this is something you are looking for, you can grab it at bit.ly/perfect client ebook. Again, that's bit.ly/perfect client ebook. And if you don't know the spelling, the link is in the description below. Grab it now.